he used to. This time he's getting hammered over new bombshell revelations, literally about bombshell revelations. Not only is he dishonest, he's not too bright.
I smell it. And as we can see, my nose is pretty large. Even though I got allergies, I can still smell well enough. I know what I'm smelling when I'm smelling it.
In one of the most talked about moments in sports and entertainment crossover history, Stephen A. Smith and Jimmy Kimmel delivered a brutal double blow to Floyd Mayweather live on television, sparking laughter, debate, and a media frenzy. This incident, combining ESPN's raw sports commentary with Kimmel's signature late-night humor, took place against the backdrop of rising controversy surrounding Mayweather's alleged involvement in crypto scams, shady real estate deals, and unpaid nets. Smith fired sharp critiques about Mayweather's legacy and financial choices during a heated ESPN debate, while Kimmel mocked the boxer's public persona with sharp comedy and well-timed parody. These two media giants didn't just entertain the exposed cracks in Mayweather's otherwise flawless empire.
Was for this, or was this just...
I guess it's something that they just made up.
Something they made up. Do you think they're going to paint over that when it goes as everyone seems to think it's going to go?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You should buy that gym from him and knock it down with a wrecking ball.
We can do that. That would be something you can do that. You could potentially make...
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean...
Jimmy Kimmel's direct and bold questioning only intensified the scrutiny on Floyd Mayweather's financial situation beneath his glamorous lifestyle and public persona. Troubling concerns about his finances began to surface. Financial analysts have consistently warned that reckless spending, bad investments, and a lack of sustainable income can eventually destabilize even the wealthiest individuals. In Mayweather's case, these concerns are no longer hypothetical, they seem to be unfolding in real time.
Well, I bought myself on my contract for $750,000, and in just 3 fights, I made $750 million.
So would you say that was maybe the biggest point in your career? Was because you had the talent, you had all of that.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss. That I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself.
Jimmy Kimmel, known for his satirical style, has previously mocked Mayweather's entourage and public image, especially during the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight in 2015. Kimmel grabbed media attention when he joined Pacquiao's entourage dressed as a parody of Justin Bieber, who was often seen with Mayweather. It all began in April 2015 when Kimmel, during an interview with Pacquiao, jokingly asked to join his entourage as his Justin Bieber. Pacquiao agreed, and on fight night, Kimmel followed through, walking alongside Pacquiao into the MGM Grand, wearing a Run DMC-inspired outfit, complete with a black fedora, gold chains, and a Pac-Man t-shirt featuring Mayweather's head. Later, in 2017, Kimmel engaged Mayweather in a conversation that took an unexpected turn when he asked if he would make love to Conor McGregor, leaving Mayweather visibly confused. This moment, widely shared, further solidified Kimmel's reputation for combining humor with bold questions. Throughout his boxing career, Mayweather has earned over $1.1 billion, with major paydays from fights against Conor McGregor $300 million and Manny Pacquiao to $150 million. Outside the ring, he claims to generate around $300 million monthly through strategic investments, especially in real estate. A key move was in 2006 when he paid $750,000 to buy himself out of a contract with Top Rank, which later led to $750 million in earnings from blockbuster bouts.
Everybody claiming that I'm not that sharp and I'm not that smart, then why should I give you guys my business plan? Right, why you want to know? Why should I reveal my business plan? It's obvious if I've been a multi-millionaire and made over $1 billion by the time I was 40, I think I made over $1.2 billion with no endorsement deals, independent. So it's obvious I got some type of remedy or I know what I'm doing.
During a 2017 appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Mayweather discussed his extravagant spending habits, offering insights into his lavish lifestyle. When Kimmel asked about his financial practices, Mayweather confidently responded, "Whatever you bet. If you don't win, I'll give it back to you." This comment showcased his self-assuredness in his financial acumen. He also revealed that he once arranged for a Brinks truck to deliver millions of dollars to his residence, further highlighting his love for luxury and convenience. Beyond these anecdotes, Mayweather's lifestyle is marked by lavish spending. He's known to spend $1,000 per meal on his personal chef and the same amount for haircuts. He's also made substantial investments in high-end vehicles, including a $4.7 million Koenigsegg CCX or Trevita, one of only two in existence. Stephen A. Smith has been outspoken about Mayweather's financial decisions, particularly criticizing his excessive spending and questionable investments. Smith has raised concerns that Mayweather's lavish lifestyle may be unsustainable. For example, Mayweather's $40 million investment in New York City real estate has come under scrutiny, with investigations revealing no official change of ownership. Smith's critiques suggest that Mayweather's financial choices may not align with his image as a savvy businessman. These discrepancies raise questions about his financial strategies and serve as a cautionary tale about the risks of unchecked spending and the importance of financial transparency.
Gotti III having any real kind of boxing background. I did not see the fight, although I heard he lost every round and Floyd Money Mayweather was whipping him pretty good. I was not there. I did not see it. I do not know. Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street, anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather's longtime rival, has publicly criticized him for what he sees as hypocrisy in his approach to exhibition fights. De La Hoya points out that while Mayweather frequently mocks YouTubers and crossover fighters like Logan Paul, he himself has profited from similar ventures by labeling others as just influencers while participating in exhibition matches. Against social media stars, Mayweather seems to contradict his own standards. In a fiery interview, De La Hoya didn't hold back, calling Mayweather a scammer and a fraud. He argued that Mayweather's involvement in these exhibition bouts undermines the integrity of boxing, especially since he criticizes others for doing the same. De La Hoya's comments highlight the ongoing tension between the two boxing legends and bring attention to the broader debate about the commercialization of the sport. De La Hoya has been vocal about Mayweather's recent exhibitions, suggesting that Mayweather is doing it for attention or money. In a video posted to Instagram, De La Hoya referred to Mayweather's exhibition match against John Gotti III as a disaster that left the crowd booing, noting the chaotic nature of the event, including a mid-fight referee change initiated by Mayweather himself. De La Hoya urged Mayweather to stop embarrassing himself, saying, "Stop with these exhibitions." However, Mayweather defended his participation in these exhibitions, claiming that they are a legitimate source of wealth and a way to build generational wealth.
Just quickly, 10 seconds, what's going on with Floyd, Canelo, Instagram, what's up with all that stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, you know, he tried to steal somewhat of Canelo's thunder. He couldn't help himself. He had to crawl under his rock, out of his rock, and make some noise. But look, he's retired. I mean, either he's hurting for attention, passion or he's hurting for money. And we strongly feel that, look, Canelo's the man right now. He's the highest paid athlete in the world, and then we move on and we go forward and we continue with our business.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather was seen strolling through New York City, confidently pointing to various high-rise buildings and claiming them as part of his extensive real estate portfolio. This spectacle seemed designed to reinforce his image as not just a boxing legend, but a successful businessman, dressed in designer clothes and followed by cameras. Mayweather's behavior appeared aimed at silencing rumors about his financial troubles. However, the narrative quickly unraveled when investigative journalists and real estate analysts began to dig into the ownership records of the buildings he claimed to own. What they found was a stark contradiction. None of the properties Mayweather pointed to were registered under his name or linked to any of his business entities. These findings fueled speculation that Mayweather's wealth might not be as solid as he portrays. A recent video showcased Mayweather spending lavishly on renting luxury mansions, many of which he clearly doesn't need. Critics point out that his obsession with renting extravagant properties, rather than buying or living in them, seems driven more by a desire to project an image of wealth than by practical financial decisions. Despite frequently presenting himself as a financial expert, Mayweather's actions suggest otherwise, focusing on image maintenance rather than long-term investments. This behavior raises concerns about his financial acumen, as many question whether his decisions are driven by a need for external validation rather than careful planning. These habits seem impulsive, not calculated, for someone who claims to be a financial master.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
Mayweather recently addressed rumors suggesting that his $40 million real estate investment had led to financial problems. He claimed that he independently acquired 60 buildings in Manhattan, stating, "I use my own money and no one else's." Involved in this, however, scrutiny has arisen regarding the legitimacy of this claim. Business Insider investigations revealed that New York City property records show no transfer of ownership for the buildings Mayweather claims to have purchased. Experts believe that Mayweather may have only acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership, as he claims, further complicating matters. The NYC Housing Partnership, which is involved with many of the properties, stated that they had not been notified of any pending sale or ownership change. Despite this, Mayweather has consistently emphasized the importance of wealth building through knowledge and mentorship. In a candid conversation with Snoop Dogg, he shared his approach to financial independence, explaining how, when visiting his billionaire friends, he would admire their luxurious assets, but aim to learn how to achieve the same success. He stated, "It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need to know how to get my own." This mindset reflects Mayweather's desire to create generational wealth, focusing on learning from others' success to replicate it, and ensuring long-term financial stability.
Every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Because once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children. Then it trickles down.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes. So it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy. So, you know, when I sit down with my billionaire buddies, I don't sit down with them and say, you know what? Oh, I want to get on your yacht. Oh, I want to get on your plane. No, that ain't what I did. Oh, I like your house. Nuh-uh. You know what I say? Listen, show me the way. I want to do the same thing that you're doing. So if you say that you want to, you keep calling me over here because I'm cool, because I'm fly. You like my swag, you like everything about me, right? You do, then I need to invest the same thing you invested in. If not, then we don't need to be. We ain't really friends.
Mayweather's legacy is not only marred by financial troubles, but also by a series of legal disputes, particularly concerning allegations of emotional and physical abuse by former partners. In 2014, Chantal Jackson, his ex-fiancée, filed a lawsuit accusing him of battery, defamation, and invasion of privacy. She alleged that Mayweather posted a sonogram of their aborted twins online and threatened to release intimate photos unless she removed a picture with rapper Nelly. These actions, she claimed, caused her significant emotional distress. Earlier, in 2010, Josie Harris, the mother of 3 of Mayweather's children, accused him of violently assaulting her in front of their children. She alleged that he punched and kicked her, resulting in visible injuries. Mayweather served months in jail after pleading guilty to reduced charges of battery and harassment.
Floyd Mayweather, real quick, okay? So somebody sent me a lawsuit. I got to go through the details. But apparently, a few of his girls, strippers at Girl Collection are suing him for loss of wages. Okay. Now, I wasn't going to pay attention to this because I was just like, well, how are y'all strippers and you suing him for loss of wages? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, you get your money from the Patreon. What does he have to do with your money? And so somebody put a little bird in my ear. They said this was the beginning of the lawsuit. Okay. They're going to be adding more allegations of harassment and all this stuff. And I was just like, no, hold up. No, you worked in a club. And so apparently there's more to come. All right. But here's my thing. I was like, the last person that filed a lawsuit against him, alleging anything, where's she at?
Since retiring from professional boxing in 2017, Floyd Mayweather has capitalized on exhibition matches against non-professional opponents, such as YouTubers and MMA fighters. These bouts, while posing minimal risk, have proven highly profitable. For instance, Mayweather earned a guaranteed $30 million for his 2021 exhibition against YouTube star Logan Paul. He has also faced other non-traditional opponents, including MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura and YouTuber Deji, further highlighting his strategy of engaging in low-risk, high-reward events. Critics argue that these matches prioritize entertainment over athletic competition, suggesting that Mayweather's post-retirement ventures focus more on financial gain than sporting merit. Mayweather, however, defends these exhibitions as fun and a means to create wealth and build his legacy. Boxing purists, however, contend that these events degrade the sport, reducing it to mere spectacle. Critics argue that by facing non-professional opponents like social media personalities and MMA fighters, Mayweather is undermining boxing's integrity, shifting the focus from skill and competition to showmanship and profit, and leading to concerns about the sport's future.
Dubai, pick up a couple dollars. You know, they upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart, kept all my faculties, made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart and Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God wanted.